Wood River House is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Crow, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
Is seeing believing, or is believing seeing? That is not an April Fool's joke trick question. It is the subject of today's Mindset Mastery with Paulie G from Westerly.
Ben, we're here. April 1st. I don't like this day at all because I'm always looking over my shoulder.
Well, you should be looking over your shoulder every day. Banana peels all over.
Banana peels. But today's a practical jokester day, and I don't like who invented it.
Why? Who invented it?
Jimmy Cavanson, heck of a guy from Jamestown.
From Jamestown?
Well, Jamestown, Virginia.
Okay.
You know, but I think that's what's happened. But I think the opening line says it all. Is seeing is believing, or is believing seeing?
Mm-hmm.
That's something to grapple with in the next 10 minutes?
3 minutes. 3. It's going to be a 3-minute show today.
We're going to do a 3-minute show. I'm going to hold my breath the whole time.
Yep.
And see if we can do it.
I think we can. Ready? Let's start now. 3,
2, 1. Can't do it. I can do a minute and a half. The most I've done was 2 minutes in the car between exits in 95. So we'll see how long you can go for. You let it out. This is something I've always grappled with.
I was pretending like I was still holding it. Anyway, go ahead.
Seeing is believing. That's easy. That's coming up.
Seeing
next. Is CI, or is it CI?
Oh, you can look now. You can look on the.
Yeah,
you can look on your little monitor.
It's CI. That's the CI. That's CI.
Yeah.
Right. That's the window and the mirror.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Most folks, they believe it when they see it, really. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, yep, I see it's done. I'm going to do it. And those that don't really have faith in their higher mental faculties only use their senses. In other words, their senses of see, hear, smell, taste, or touch.
Mm-hmm. Those are my favorite ones.
Those are good ones. Those are good senses to have. Some people don't have all of them.
No. Some people are senseless.
That's me.
Yes.
That's me. So when I was studying today, this subject material came up, and it reminded me also of scriptural writings.
Okay.
When doubting Thomas, the apostle of Jesus Christ, Thomas, they called him Doubting Thomas because he didn't believe. We'll be right with you. We're just wrapping up right here, Carlos. He didn't believe that Jesus was resurrected.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't believe it. All the other apostles had seen him. He had come to them and appeared to them. But as soon as Jesus came the following week, Thomas was there. And Thomas had said to them, until I put my hands and fingers in his nail marks, I'll believe.
Yeah.
And so Jesus appeared and he felt him and he says, oh, my God, I forget what the saying was, but Thomas was a believer. And Jesus said to him, well, amen. And how blessed are you to have seen and believed, but blessed are those that believe and have not seen.
Right.
So that's the key. And that's what we have to do. That's how we have to be with our goals. And the problem with that is a lot of people don't have goals.
Well, as George Michael said, you got to have faith.
George Michael. Yes. Did you have a poster of him in your bedroom when you?
Did I have a poster of George Michael in my bed? No, I did not. Although
a lot of women loved him.
Well, so Jackie has 2 tattoos right here on her forearms. On one side is the Prince logo.
Ooh.
and on the other side is the George Michael heart with the arrow through it.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that was his
I didn't.
insignia.
I didn't either.
Wow. Did she have those prior to you guys dating?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think right. Do you have any tattoos?
No, I do not. No, I
Yeah.
don't think I ever will either.
Well, you don't like needles?
Well, I don't like needles and I don't like tattoos. I don't like the, in general. I'm fine with other people
I
having
think
tattoos.
our
but-
next guest can make up for it.
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
he's got enough tattoos for
Yeah,
the both of us.
for sure.
No, she, but I did say I think that you chose me because ostensibly, I am a perfect mix between Prince and George Michael. Why are you laughing?
I love that.
Why are you laughing?
I'm a laughing kind of guy.
Why are you laughing?
I don't think you're a perfect mix between the two. First of all,
That's insulting. First of all,
is George Michael still alive?
No.
He died as well.
he
huh?
died. Yep, he died.
they
Christmas. He died Christmas Day, I believe.
Both 24 or
20,
23.
2019,
2019.
2018, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then Prince
Both were
died.
young.
Prince died April 21st, 2016.
Not that you remember.
It's a thing in our house. Prince Day. It's a.
Prince Spaghetti Day used to be Wednesdays.
I thought it was Tuesdays.
No, Wednesday
thought
is
Tuesdays
Prince
was Spaghetti Day.
It depends, but Prince Spaghetti Day. I think in the Bronx,
Hmm.
it was Wednesday.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I wasn't there, so I don't believe it because I didn't see it.
Well, that's not good. That we want to get you to believe and not see. Kind of like Abraham Lincoln said. I forget what the heck he said. It's
7 years ago.
That was Gettysburg, wasn't it?
Or that's not what we're talking about.
Well, we could, but we can figure it out later.
Okay.
So what I wanted to mention about mindset mastery.
Yes. Seeing is
what I-
believing, or believing is seeing.
Yeah, and on our show next week, I wanted to really get into the nooks and crannies of what it is that people are having challenges with, because so many people believe, Ben. They believe, I believe, I believe, but they don't act on it. Their belief in their behavior doesn't coincide.
Yeah, they're not copacetic with each other.
I mean, sure, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. And
Yeah.
most people believe in others before they can believe in themselves.
Oh, I will
sometimes, too.
always believe in other people before I believe in
Well,
myself.
that's not good. And you've been studying the material a long time.
I've never
we're gonna
studied
change that.
anything a day in my life.
Well, study is a relative term.
Okay, fair.
It could be something else. It could be called something else.
Mhm.
So that's where we stand.
You know when other
right
kids
now.
would have study hall in school,
Uh-huh.
I would just have hall.
Just hall.
Just hall. Just I had to go stand in the hall.
Would you say you were a good student?
No,
And why?
I would, but I'd be lying.
Why would you say you weren't a good student?
Ask me how many pieces of homework I ever did in my entire life.
How many pieces of homework did you do in your entire life?
Earnestly, I want to say 0, but earnestly, less than 12.
Come on.
Less than 12 in 12 years of school.
How about 13 years of school with kindergarten?
Well, I don't think we had homework. In
Yeah, I didn't really
kindergarten.
start
Also
till like second
preschool.
grade.
Also preschool, and then kids now have homework in preschool.
I
Sometimes.
think that's a shame.
Yeah. So I was the kind of guy. I didn't do homework.
But you're such a techie guy now.
Yeah, I didn't do homework. I didn't read any. I posted something the other day about seeing Wicked for the first time and never having
Yes,
seen the
yes,
Broadway
yes.
show. And a bunch of people commented and said that I needed to read the book. And Jackie was reading those comments and looked at me like, "You should read the book. You're not going to read a book."
Yeah.
And she was like, "How did you get by in school?" And I was like, "Well, if you're not the first person, like if everybody was supposed to read 3 chapters the night before,
Yeah.
and you're not the first person who raises your hand, and you're like with it and you pay attention in class,
Yeah.
you can bullshit your way through it. Like I can,
Really? So you
Oh, yeah.
you participated then?
I would participate, yeah. And the thing is, don't wait for them to call on you, right?
Yeah.
Let 2 or 3 people go,
Yeah.
form an opinion, and then raise your hand, and go,
Yeah.
well, no, that's not what I think the owl-eyed man signifies, and then come up with your own thesis. And so yeah,
I can relate to
that
that.
was school for me.
Yeah, I took a modern fiction class my senior year in high school, and I never read one. I read one story. And I would do like you did,
Yeah.
let people kind of talk about. I'm like, yeah, okay, and then just dive in, talk about.
I had an English teacher in last week, and I was like, hey, by the way, I 12th grade English lit, American lit, my research paper, I handed it on the last day of school, and it was someone else's from 11th grade's British literature research paper with their name crossed out and my name put on it.
Crossed out.
It wasn't crim, it was like white out or something, but it was just my name written over it or printed over it. And the teacher looked at me and just went, get out of here, just go graduate. So yeah, I wouldn't have graduated nowadays. Greg Morano said, I think I had to stay back when I couldn't stay inside the lines when I colored.
Yeah, well, that happened to me in when I was 4. Nursery school. Library school, this one right over here.
Yep.
Nursery school, and that's when Greg and I had the same issue, coloring in the lines. I don't know. Greg was probably in 10th grade when that was happening. I'm teasing you, Greg. We haven't really even officially met yet. He's like, who's this guy?
Wait, have you never met Greg?
I don't know if I officially have met him. I don't think.
Should we get our guest for Community Insights to ask him? But should we ask him some questions about seeing as believing on Mindset Mastery first?
We could,
if he wants to.
Carlos, you ready? Can you come in here for a second? We got a question before we jump on your show. Yeah, well, my show, Community Insights. We want to ask our guests that's going to be coming up on Community Insights. You're going to be actually sitting in this chair. You're in the hot seat. I'm in this seat here. All right. So the title of this show, for Mindset Mastery, was "Seeing is Believing," or "Believing is Seeing."
Seeing is believing.
Yeah. So if I see that case right there with the red trim on the couch, I believe it exists. But if it's not there, believing, you have to believe that it will be there at one point or not. That's the whole method of this.
We talking about object permanence now?
Well, we're talking
in a
couple
way.
of things.
Yeah.
So, just like Carlos, I think you saw your boat before you bought it, the first one or the second one, or maybe you didn't.
I did. The first one I did.
You knew what you wanted.
Yes.
And that's kind of where I'm going in that regard. So you're going to be on 2 shows today. You're going to be on Mindset Mastery, which is Paulie G from Westerly's show every Tuesday. And then we're going to have Community Insights coming up in about a couple minutes that we're going to break for and take things at what they're worth. Now, if we can close out Mindset Mastery with something that's on your mind, can we do that?
What do you mean by that?
Well, is it going to be negative or positive? What's more apt to be? It's been a rough couple of days.
It's been a rough few months.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
What do you got on your wrist besides the watch?
Just 2 bracelets.
Okay.
My dog is on my mind. I lost my dog yesterday.
Yep.
That's
That's
a lot of negative stuff lately. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm hoping that things are going to change.
We're going to change it by changing our thinking, because we can sometimes attract all the negative. We focus on negativity, we get more negativity back, and it really is that simple. But we're gonna figure things out, and maybe we'll turn the ship, so to speak. Ben, anything to add before we close out here?
I just want to say that in the words of George Michael. You gotta have faith. And
Carlos loves that song.
he, you know, it was big when you were in high school, right?
Up. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was actually
Were you in middle school?
middle school then. Yeah, when that song came out.
He was a solo artist when you were in high school, right? Because you were
Probably.
91.
Yeah, because before that he was what? What was the
Wham.
group? Wham. Yes.
Wham.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I had to watch a whole documentary.
Oh yeah, Wham! I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
You know, oh my gosh, how do you forget them?
Yeah,
That's how they originally started. And then George was like the standout guy out of the group. So
Yep.
he
that's showing you how it happens.
he jumped ship like Justin Timberlake did.
Yep. Yeah. Loves everybody back. So
Absolutely. Well, guys, all right. We'll see you next week for more Mindset Mastery.
yes,
3-minute show.
and thank you, Carlos. Appreciate it.
Thank
buddy.
you, Carlos. And
All
we'll
right.
be right back with go ahead, do it.
CI Community Insights with Paul and Ben.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.